My name is Peter Marino, and I've been a personal trainer and health coach for over 25 years. In the 90s, I competed in bodybuilding and dabbled in modeling. I wrote dozens of articles for websites, magazines, and journals. I even created a kids' fitness DVD in 2006 and won a Best Instructional Documentary Award for it. In the past 6 years, I've also been a social media influencer for many large brands. But throughout most of my career, I've been an entrepreneur, and I know how tough it is to stay afloat in this competitive market. So I thought, it's time to give back to all the fitness professionals trying to grow their brand. That's why I created Getting Personal with Trainers. I want your voice to be heard while providing a captive audience. Hi, I'm Peter Marino, and this is our first episode of Getting Personal with Trainers. I'm here with Michelle McCrae today. And Michelle, could you introduce yourself and your background a little?
All right, so I'm Michelle. I am a personal trainer. I grew up in Mount Vernon, New York, and I got into fitness from when I was 10. So I started in a summer camp at the Boys and Girls Club in Mount Vernon. And from there, that introduced me into fitness through like track meets and stuff. So I started training at 10, and it led all the way through college. So I competed from summer camp all the way through graduation of college. So
Wow.
It definitely had an effect on my life.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've been into fitness your whole life, and this sounds like a natural fit for you, but did you do anything else before getting into fitness?
I played instruments.
Okay.
I like playing the violin, the piano, I like to sing. So I did that stuff, but for some reason, like working out always helped me with like stress and like just staying focused on school and stuff. So it was a big help.
Yeah. Okay. What are your certifications? Like, what's your educational background?
I graduated from the University at Albany in 2014 with my bachelor's in psychology. And then shortly after, I got my master's in rehabilitation counseling. And then after that, that's when I dove into the fitness world, and I got from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, I got my personal training certificate, group fitness certificate, and then specialized in nutrition and weight loss. So I got a bunch of stuff.
Wow, yeah. So do you feel like having that psychology background, that must help a lot with your clients, understanding their psyche and what motivates them? So that's good. That's a really good combo.
Yes, that helps a lot. It's actually cool to integrate the mind with the body part, because it's like, for me, it's not just, like having them drop pounds and stuff. It's like you have to maintain that. You gotta know what habits you're engaging in to get you to that point and how to stay away from that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
It is.
So what motivated you to get into the field other than your background? Is there any specific motivation that you had that got you started into fitness? Because it sounds like you were going somewhat of a different path before. So can you tell me about that?
I think what got me here was many different experiences. I wanted to change not the dynamic, but I wanted to add something different to my community. Like I was saying, I'm from Mount Vernon. It's a very small town, and there's not a lot of access to health and wellness information. And my family themselves, they don't eat the healthiest. Just my culture in general, like we eat a lot of food, but we don't really take into account what we're eating until after the fact. So I really just wanted to dive into that and kind of change what that looks like, especially with children, with adults, with the whole entire, like not the whole population, but people in general. So I think for me, it was mostly just trying to bring something different to the table, not just getting you in shape, but helping you maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Right. Okay. So kind of similar to that topic, what gets you psyched to work out? Like, how do you motivate yourself to work out?
Stress relief is a big one, but music helps a lot. And then also, I think about my future a lot, like, well, what if I want to become a mom, or what if I want to expand in my business. I can't do any of those things if my health isn't right. And I want
to set an example.
Exactly. Exactly.
There's a lot of pressure on us trainers. People don't realize that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, any specific training style that you that you teach, that you've learned recently? Is there anything?
I like teaching HIIT classes, but HIIT in a way that's manageable for the person.
Right.
Because usually HIIT is like, it's go, 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 and then stop, go, 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 and then stop. But I take that same concept and apply it to the person and meet them where they are. So if you're a beginner in fitness, if you're intermediate or advanced, I take that same concept and apply it, and we work through those stages. It's not just like I'm throw you to the wolves and do 90 push-ups and that's it. But I make sure that it's a nice even flow and that you're able to adjust and adapt as we go.
Do you have your clients use any trackers or anything like that, like heart rate monitors, so you could see where they're at? Do you do that? Or?
I don't use heart rate monitors. We have conversations. Okay. we just talk about it.
That's old school, but that's effective.
But it helps because it's like we build that trust and we build that family-oriented environment. We really do have conversations. Like yesterday, we had a mental health meeting to talk about how far you've come and what's stopping you, what's keeping you going. So I'm very engaged with
that's awesome. I like how you integrate all the mental health wellness with physical, because it all matters. You can't do the physical without being mentally good shape as well. That's great. Is there any like pet peeves that you have in the fitness industry, stuff you hate that you see, that you don't like, you see other trainers do that you think is not cool, or you just...
I think there's nothing that I hate. I really enjoy collaborating.
That was a strong word. Yeah, I shouldn't have said hate.
I like collaborating with trainers though, because it's like you get to learn different styles of teaching and what their background is and how we can work together. But in terms of a pet peeve, I think the concept of trying to be perfect, that gets to me sometimes, because I'm like, you're already great as you are. We got work to do. We all got work to do on ourselves, but I don't necessarily agree with that concept of like until I get there, then I'm going to be happy. You know, I like to work with people in a sense of finding that happiness now, and then understand you got a journey to go on. Because in the fitness industry, it's all about, six-pack, beer washed. What is that? Ab washed, whatever it's called. Six-pack abs and like the best butt and the best arms. But I'm like, it's more realistic to think of yourself and how can I be the best version of me as opposed to being the best version of someone else.
And I think in general, the fitness industry seems to be heading in that direction, even though you have a lot of these Instagrammers showing perfect body all the time. I agree with you. It's unrealistic to try to look like that all the time. You can have a goal and look like that for a short period of time, but it's not reasonable to live a decent life and maintain that kind of physical fitness. So what type of diet do you follow that you share with your clients as well? Like, is there any particular diet, or are you more general and just tell people, to stay away from certain foods? How do you handle that?
I don't diet. I don't diet. I don't like diets, to be honest. For me and my experience and with my clientele, diets work for a very short period of time. It's like you're in and you're out. But with the clientele and what I like to do is like, I want you with me long term. It's not just an overnight thing where you can eat a bean and then you lose 50 pounds and like, I can't stand that stuff. But like, for me, what I do, I just try to eat the color of the rainbow, so like I'll have like a purple vegetable and then a green one and an orange one. I try to make it fun so that I'm not like, oh gosh, I gotta eat a salad every day, or I have to eat a certain amount of this every day, because you already have enough stuff on your plate, with the scheduling, it's a lot of stuff to think about. So I like to keep it simple, and with my clients, I tell them, drink this amount of water, get this amount of vegetables, and make sure you're sleeping. And we take it completely down to the basics, because it's like when I overwhelm them saying like macro and micro and
One step at a time, right?
Exactly. That is important, but it's like I like to build them into that stuff and use what they have, as opposed to throwing them, in.
And that's really smart, doing the colors, the rainbow, because you're getting all kinds of antioxidants, anthocyanins, all these great molecules that are going to help you stay more youthful, stay healthier. So that's really smart. I like that. Cool. So is there any unique or little known fact about you that you'd like to share with people?
Little known fact, let me see. Well, I like cheesecake.
Okay, I didn't know that, so that's good.
I know, but like, it's funny when I talk to people about food because they're like, oh, you're a trainer, you're supposed to eat it. But I love cheesecake and chocolate cake, and like, it's so good. But I love those things. Those are treats for me. But a little known fact is that I really like to do interior design. I love decorating stuff.
Okay.
I love doing that. Like, I will take like the tiniest space and make it into something completely different. Because I like to see how much potential I can get out of a small space, a large space, or whatever it is. But I really do enjoy that.
It sounds like a natural fit because you're a trainer. You like to take what is there and make it the best it could be, just like you do with a client. It's very similar. Cool. So this is a fun question here. If you were granted a superpower, what would it be?
Well, I would probably have several twins, like several of me.
Okay, all right.
That's one. But I would just want to be able to reach as many people as I can. I'm only one person, and sometimes it's your goals can get the best of you in terms of like you want to do so much with so many people, but you can only do so much so that you don't burn out and so that you don't get tired and you're pouring from an empty cup. But I would say I would probably be able to like stop time or just have more of me to do more stuff. That's
cool. I like that. That might actually be possible one day with holograms. So another fun question. Do you have any like favorite exercise that you like to do yourself or that you like to give to your clients?
I personally like pull-ups. I used to hate pull-ups. I used to hate them so bad because I could not get up there. But once I started doing it consistently, I really enjoy them because it's like a full body workout. You have to keep your core in the right spot and pull up the right way. But I love pull-ups now. I do like bar workouts. That's very low impact because, as we get older, your body doesn't work the same way it did when you were like a teenager.
Right. And it allows you to do time under tension without not too much resistance.
Yeah, it's like mostly body weight, and it's the same burn that you would probably get from doing 10 burpees, but it's really low impact. But for my clients, my favorite thing to do with them is body weight exercise too. A lot of them like to just jump in and say, yeah, I want to lift 30 pounds. I'm like, no, you don't. Like, let's just take it slow.
Master your body first.
Exactly. So I like body weight stuff with them, more cardio based, and just integrating the holistic part into the workout. So like, for instance, if we played Jeopardy the other day, where we had like I took like computer paper and put it on the wall, and I put like different sections, and we split them up in teams. And if they got the question wrong, they had to do an exercise. So they were very motivated to get the question right, so that they wouldn't have to exercise. But that instills in them like, make sure you know your stuff because I'm going to be checking. Yeah, so it's a pretty interactive thing.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah. Very cool. So how can people get in touch with you, like with your social media handles and all that?
So I am on Instagram as Shellfit, so CHELLEFIIT, and then my business page is FormFit, FORMFIIT. I also have LinkedIn, Michelle McCrae, and I think that's all I have. Oh yeah, I have Facebook. Facebook under Michelle McCrae and at FormFit too as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, this was great, and I enjoyed interviewing you, and I hope you could have you come back sometime when we get more episodes underway.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
That's cool.
All right.
All right. That was fun.